Namaskar and very warm greetings to one and all present here today in the webinar titled Fintech, Transforming the Future of Banking and Finance. To begin with, I, Dr. Meenakshi Sharma, Assistant Professor, School of Business, Mody University of Science and Technology, Lakshmangarh, takes immense pleasure and pride in welcoming all our participants of the webinar, and above all, takes privilege in welcoming our keynote speakers of the session, that is Dr. Surendra Singh Rajpurohit and Dr. Sumit Kulshrestha. To start with, yes, Fintech, that is generally we consider as a short for financial technology, which is generally refers to the use of technology to innovate and improve the delivery of financial services in today's era. So moreover, it encompasses a wide range of applications, including mobile payments, apps, peer-to-peer lending platforms, robo-advisors, blockchain technology, and many more like this. Fintech has moreover transformed various aspects of the financial industry, making the services more accessible, efficient, and cost-effective for all the consumers and businesses alike. It has moreover disrupted the traditional banking and financial institutions by offering their alternative solutions that often provide greater convenience and transparency. Moreover, we could see that we could rather find that payment innovations through fintech has brought about significant changes in how transactions are being conducted and makes the faster payments more secure and more convenient. If I'm not wrong, everybody would rather agree with the point that one of the significant advantages, one being a consumer, find the advantage of fintech, it's the ability to reach undeserved populations, which are particularly residing in the developing nations like ours. And moreover, if we talk about the traditional banking infrastructure, whereby these candidates are lacking. So in order to have the fruitful insights from our keynote speakers, without any further ado, I would like to take an opportunity to introduce our first keynote speaker of the session, that is Dr. Surendra Singh Rajpurohit. Welcome you, sir, to the session. I would like to take an opportunity for the 2 more minutes to introduce our speaker of the session. Dr. Surendra Singh Rajpurohit brings over 22 years of diverse experience in both corporate and academic spheres. His professional journey encompasses export management, banking operations management, and management education. He currently serves as an associate professor at the School of Business, Mody University of Science and Technology, Lakshmangarh, the remotest area of Rajasthan. Dr. Rajpurohit's decade-long tenure at ICICI Bank saw him excel in various leadership roles, including head of Integrated Currency Management Center and head of Regional Processing Center. His extensive industry experience enriches his academic teaching, providing students with valuable practical insights. In addition to his teaching responsibility, Dr. Rajpurohit has conducted numerous MDPs, that is, Management Development Programs and workshops for government and private organizations. Moreover, his research work is widely recognized with publications in prestigious international journals, such as those from Emerald Publishing and Springer Nature. I welcome you, sir, once again on behalf of School of Business to address the program. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for your generous introduction. And good afternoon, everyone. Now, as ma'am has already mentioned in her opening remarks, that financial technology, or fintech as we call it, basically means using technology to improve or automate the delivery and use of financial products and services. And the beauty of this entire fintech ecosystem and its development is that it benefits all the stakeholders: fintech startups, banks and financial institutions, consumers, regulators, everybody. It's a win-win situation for everyone involved. And obviously, no wonder it is growing rapidly across the globe. Now, in fact, the good news is that India happens to be one of the fastest growing fintech markets in the world. India's success story in digital transformation over the last decade, particularly with the UPI payment ecosystem, has actually become a classic case study for the rest of the world. And a number of countries are actually trying to replicate this success story in their countries. According to a recent joint study done by Matrix Partners and BCG, uh, Indian fintechs are expected to increase their revenue fivefold. I repeat, fivefold to reach 200 billion US dollars by 2030. And in terms of AUM size, India's fintech market is expected to reach 1 trillion US dollars by 2030. You can just see the kind of growth we are anticipating. So is this fintech a new phenomenon? Not really. We have actually been using technology in the financial sector for quite some time now, be it in the form of core banking, anywhere banking, internet banking, even ATMs for that matter, are part of this fintech ecosystem and have been there for quite some time now. We all know that. But the question is, why has there been sudden growth in the fintech sector in the last few years? And that is because technology is changing so fast. It is obviously having its cascading effect on the financial sector as well. But then why is the Indian fintech sector growing even faster, outpacing the world average growth rate? So much so that it has become the third largest fintech industry in the world, only after US and UK. And there are multiple factors, there are multiple reasons behind that. The most important of that is the country's large unbanked and underserved population and poor financial inclusion, which has always been a huge challenge for us, has suddenly turned out to be a great opportunity. Thanks to the rising smartphone uses, the increasing internet penetration, and most importantly, various government digital initiatives like Jan Dhan Yojana, your Aadhaar card, UPI, which is Unified Payment Interface, IMPS, Immediate Payment System, your NUTCH, which is National Automated Clearing House, your QR code, your Aadhaar enabled payment system, your BBPS, which is Bharat Bill Pay System. So all these put together have actually created one of the largest interoperable payment ecosystem in the world. Interoperable means you can make a payment from IMPS to QR and QR to UPI and so on and so forth. And therefore have catalyzed India's fintech boom. In fact, this JAM Trinity, which is Jan Dhan, Aadhaar, and Mobile Trinity, it has become a game changer initiative. Not only it has facilitated the direct benefit transfer, the DBT, in case of various government subsidies and payments related to government schemes like Manrega or you name it, and have eliminated all the middlemen and in turn corruption. But also it has helped immensely in our efforts towards financial inclusion. And now since all those people who never had a bank account suddenly have got their bank accounts and have started doing transactions through those accounts, thereby creating a transaction trail, basis which they are becoming eligible to even avail loans from the formal banking system, which they could never think of earlier. Good for them and good for the banking industry, which can now target this new segment, this new customer segment. So you can see the plethora of opportunities it has thrown open to. And thanks to the payment banks and the neo banks and the digital banking system, it has become so much easier, so much convenient and cost effective for banks to reach out to these customers and serve them sitting in the remotest part of the country. And now with the introduction of this AI, which is artificial intelligence and machine learning, the fintech is getting to the next level. Now just imagine if we have access to an individual's net worth, saving account details with complete transaction history, and details of all of his investment, then don't you think it would be easier for us to offer him a tailor-made investment plan, a tailor-made financial plan to suit his requirements? And the real game changer in this thing has been the risk profiling of that customer. Right now, most bankers or investment advisors would assess an individual's risk appetite. You know how? By simply asking the consumer what he believes is more risk or less risk. And unfortunately, asking an individual if he wants to pursue higher risk and therefore earn higher returns is like asking your pet dog if it wants more food. The most likely answer would be yes, of course. But we all know that this approach is faulty because the consumers are actually not sure about their own risk appetite themselves, or at least they would not be able in a position to articulate it properly. So instead of that, if a financial planner could check an individual's investor's track record, and even better, if an AI application can analyze his financial track record and transaction behavior, it can obviously more certainly accurately assess his risk appetite without any subjective bias. For example, if somebody who has sold his mutual funds, every time there's a short correction in the market, AI will be able to easily catch that. Another big technological revolution which has happened in the area of fintech is blockchain technology. Although most people consider blockchain as cryptocurrency only, but blockchain can have multiple applications wherever we are supposed to record any transaction in a more secure, robust, decentralized form. And in fact, a number of banks have already started using it, the blockchain technology, in their internal processes. So that is one big change which has happened very recently. Another technology which is being used in banks, most people are not aware about that, is robotics. Because most of us have this notion that this robotics is generally used in manufacturing sector. And how can it be used in service sector, and that too in a bank? But when I was with ICC Bank, I have seen it being used in at least 3 different applications. A smart vault using a robot for locker retrieval, obviously after your due authentication. A robotic arm for processing cash in currency chest on the cash processing machines. And a robotic software installed in computers for automatic data entry. That means, in a nutshell, as far as fintech is concerned, the possibilities are immense. The opportunities are immense. And most importantly, since India is leading from the front, we cannot afford to miss being part of this revolution, this fintech revolution. Thank you. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. We are rather blessed to have such good insights from your end, that how beautifully and how remarkably fintech has, revolutionizing the banking industry. What beautiful changes it is making into the same. Sir has very rightly addressed to good changes that the banking industry is able to, can sense through the fintech techniques, the technology that we are talking about, like blockchain technology and the use of robotics. So thank you so much, sir, for your valuable insights into the content that is how beautifully fintech is playing its vital role in transforming the future of banking industry. Now, we are privileged to have one more keynote speaker in the session, that is Dr. Sumit Kulshrestha, and he'll be definitely addressing about how fintech is transforming the future of insurance industry, insurance sector rather. To begin with, I take an opportunity to invite Sir Dr. Sumit Kulshrestha. He offers more than 16 years of expertise as an administrator and startup mentor and academician. He began his professional career in the banking and insurance sectors before transitioning to academy. Around 2009, he became a research associate at BIT Mesra, MESRA, Ranchi, Jaipur, and was later promoted to assistant professor. Currently, he is employed by Mody University of Science and Technology as an assistant professor in senior scale. His skill set inculcates analytical thinking, problem solving, and agile and lean process development for problems. He has expertise in feasibility analysis, business plan development, financial analysis, and investment analysis. As an academician, Dr. Sumit has participated and presented numerous research articles in international and national conferences, undertaken one minor project from TST NIMAT on entrepreneurship in 2019. He has also taken an active charge in organizing boot camps, workshops, and mentoring sessions on startups at Mody University. He has, or rather was organizing secretary of ICSSR sponsored conferences. He had numerous published research papers in refereed journals. As an administrator, he acts as NAC Criteria 7 University Coordinator, AICT Coordinator, and Convener of Institution Innovation Council of Mody University, Science and Technology. I again take an opportunity to welcome Sumit sir. Please take the session charge.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Meenakshi, for such a wonderful introduction. And thank you, Dr. Sharinder Singh Rajpurohit, sir, for providing the input on the financial technology and its application towards the banking. Now, as sir already said about the financial fintech, fintech is just an abbreviation of a financial technology. And the concept of fintech, financial technology, is not that much of old. We can say it's a 3 or 4 decade old. It started from the disruption of a technology, where the technology company also feel that why don't we move in the side of a finance, and we have to develop the a new domain in the finance with the sort of a technologies, that is fintech. So if you can understand fintech, I have my own presentation. I will share my presentation with more elaboration on the role of fintech toward the insurance company, and also provide how this fintech is revolving or developing entire ecosystem in India. And sooner we can say this fintech industry in India, as sir rightly said, is going to be 200 billion industry by 2025. So they're having lots of scope for the management students to be develop its skill set towards the fintech area. So now I'm sharing my PPT. Is it visible? Yeah, thank you. So fintech, as we already discussed earlier, fintech is abbreviation. But what fintech actually cover? Fintech is utilizing and developing technology to disrupt the existing technology to provide the services to the customer. So we can say fintech uh, is a summation and co-integration of two things, technology and finance. The role of this co-integration is to provide automotive services to the customers, so that customer can ease the business, or also can customer can attain the uh, easily access to the finance. As we all know, government of India is moving toward financial inclusion very aggressively, and this fintech government of India taken as a important methodological tool for adopting the financial inclusion. If you look at the architecture of fintech in India, it started with the Jan Dhan Yojana, then uh, Aadhaar encryption. Then later on, they also use this Jan Dhan Yojana Aadhaar encryption with the banking and financial services. So nowadays, we can say fintech is providing nearly 72 to 80% services, financial services to the people in India who are using the financial services. So to an extent, government is also moving toward the aim of developing or providing financial inclusion to the uh, those people who are not having the proper financial services. As I said in my PPT, that fintech provide the technology that belong from the payment, crowdfunding, depositories, lending, regulators, and other market players, that utilizing a disruptive technology as core to finance the people and provide the financial services to the people. So if you look out why this fintech is gaining nowadays, this is the one picture you can see the top 10 company of the world. And out of this top 10 company of the world, most of the company are belong from the technology. You can see Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, Nvidia. It's also a technology company, but that deal in the semiconductor, then Meta platform, and TSMC. So this technology company, and there's only one company who which is in the financial field, that is the Berkshire Hathaway, but it's mostly in the diversified financial field. So now there's a co-integration of this technology towards the financial company, and that is why fintech nowadays developing in the entire world, not in India, in the world also. The companies, the many new companies are coming in the area of a fintech. So if you look out fintech universe, the fintech deal in the different dimensions like payment, digital banking, investment, crowdfunding, peer-to-peer lending, blockchain and cryptocurrency, insurtech, and regulatory tax. So what is happening here? All those dimensions are using the technology as a tool to providing the financial services to the customer, so that this technology can imbibe the necessary development of the financial inclusion in India or also in the world. I just take you one example. In the African country, they started the M-Pesa. So M-Pesa, near about 80 to 90% of African country are using the M-Pesa after 2008 financial crisis. And this M-Pesa is basically one of the example of a fintech company to the underdeveloped country also. And even after, you can say, 2008 financial crisis, all over the world are moving toward the financial technology of fintech as a medium of transiting their transactions particularly. Now, if you look out the key technologies which is used in the fintech, they are the cloud computing. Cloud computing is basically providing a computer architecture, computer resources in the form of uh, database management, in the form of a server, then AI, ML, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. As we all know that artificial intelligence is algorithm based process which simulate the human interferences in the form of like learning, problem solving, and machine learning is basically a methodology which used to integrate or subset of the AI. Mobile computing is also technology we use nowadays in the fintech, which actually transfer the data in the form of a wireless. Data science and analytics. Data science is the core area, analytics is the subset of the data science. Data science talks about how we can use the big data for solving the problems that present in the different dimensions or different areas. Then they are having a IoT. IoT is Internet on Thing, where this IoT provide the interlinkage between the hardware and the software, that how we can use the software or to provide the access to the hardware equipments. Cyber security is to provide coverage from the cyber threat that is present while using all these technologies, because most of the technologies are having the application of internet, so they're having a chances of a cyber theft also. So cyber security is also important. Blockchain and cryptocurrency. Blockchain, as Sir rightly said, is a medium of transferring the information in a blocked way, and this information is encrypted. So this encryption is tough to crack, but that's why this blockchain technology is using nowadays as a medium of transferring the information. AR and VR, augmented reality, it's provide the information, it provide the simulated environment to the real life picture. And virtual reality, it also provide the simulated environment to the virtual things that make the real things in the virtual form. So all these are the technologies which nowadays using in the fintech. Now, if we look about the fintech in the financial services, mainly in the insurance, we can say this structure will explain you how the insurance industry is impacted by the technologies of fintech, blockchain, IoT, big data, machine learning, all is there. Or if you look out, this all these technologies are supported the insurance industry, and this circular diagram will reflect you different areas of insurance like awareness, P2P, IoT, claim, policy management. So this is what the complete universe of a insurance or insurtech in the world. And in this universe, I have mentioned certain insurtech company which is running their business in the global market. But if you move toward the Indian market in the insurtech point of view, there are total of 12 insurtech company which are working in the Indian market, like FinCover, Policy Bazaar, Go Digit Insurance, CoverFox, Paytm Insurance, Settlement, Echo Insurance, Page Care, Renew by, Toffee Insurance, One Insurance, Gromo. So these are the 12 insurance company, insurtech company which is functioning in India, and all this tech company are developing the insurance market in India, increasing the insurance penetration and density in India. Either they act as an aggregator, they act as a third party. Their basic function is to provide the insurance penetration so that the financial or the objective of financial inclusion will attain properly. Now, if you go in depth on the brief analysis of this insurtech, take example of a FinCover. FinCover is a fintech startup which started in 2020 to 2020. It is a one-stop platform for all the finance relevant activities. It impacted the insurtech through the technology. FinCover, they have partnered with India leading insurer, 50 plus banks, NBFC, and 35 plus mutual fund. So we can say that this FinCover is actually an aggregator who aggregate different financial services to a one platform and provide these services to the people. So that is actually the definition of a fintech that we are discussing from last 20-25 minutes, where we use the technology, and through the technology we provide this financial services to the end user. So here, this is the application of this fintech in the insurtechs. We all know about second insurtech is Policy Bazaar. We will all know about the Policy Bazaar. It is the largest and the most popular insurtech. It is a pioneer in the insurtech. Started the business in 2008, and nearly 90% of the online insurance sales is conducted by the Policy Bazaar. It provides a platform where we can compare the policies before purchasing. So it's very friendly for using the Policy Bazaar as a medium to purchase the policy. Then next is Go Digit Insurance. Recently, Go Digit Insurance has launched its IPO. So it is on the mission to simplify the process of availing insurance. Its USP is the paperless claim settlement approach, enabling customer to process claims online, thus significantly reducing turnaround time. So we can say again, fintech Go Digit use the lean process. Through this lean process, they actually reduce the waiting time of a customer. If we compare this thing 10 years back, they are having a paper process. So it takes lots of time to have the policy commencement. But through the use of all this insurtech, the policy commencement time and the underwriting risk is also get reduced to an extent. The next one is CoverFox. CoverFox is a new age insurance tech platform that combines technologies and human expertise to provide a top-notch customer experience. Now, this CoverFox is more customized sort of a insurtech where they use the big data driven and AI driven technologies to empower empowered the software and technology, so that as per the customer profiling, they provide the insurance to the customer. Then Paytm Insurance, it is also online marketplace where customer can compare and buy the insurance policy. It's also one of the leading insurtech in India. Then Turtlemint is also an aggregator who use different insurance company, mutual fund company, and NBFC to provide the financial services to the customer. Turtlemint also use the advanced AI and data analytics tools to get the customized information for the customer and provide the settlement to the customer as per the customized information. Then Echo Insurance, it also revolutionized the insurance buying by adopting a digit-first approach. The platform leverages artificial intelligence and data analytics to access customer risk profiling and suggest personalized solution to the insurance policy. As Care, it also InsurTech, which talks about the group insurance. It's exclusively focused on the group insurance for the customer. The Renew Buy, it also InsurTech. It simplifies insurance buying and renewal by providing a user-friendly platform. Then Toffee Insurance, it is a micro insurance platform which provides the insurance to the micro items like your vehicle, cycle, tag, your pet. So all these companies are the InsurTech which use the fintech as a technology for fintech as a disruptive technology for providing the financial services to the customer. One Insure is also InsurTech, Groma is also InsurTech. So we can see in last 10 years from 2008, since the Paytm has started their business in India till 2024, there are nearly about 12 to 13 InsurTech which is functioning in India. And out of this 12 to 13, 2 InsurTech will become the unicorn startup. So the status of a startup when the startup will attain 1 billion market value. So we can say India market is developing, and there's a big scope of a fintech company to launch it in Indian market. So this provide a immense prospect for the management students so that they can develop their skill set in the area of a fintech, insurtech, regulatory tech, payment, P2P lending, wherever area they have to develop. So this is about the introduction of a fintech toward the insurtech. Thank you. Hello, is I audible?
So thank you so much for your valuable insights and knowledge. Dr. Sumit has also made a wonderful attempt to introduce how remarkably this fintech technology has proven its importance and its convenience in the insurance sector too. So both of our speakers of the session, that is Dr. Surendra Singh Rajpurohit and Dr. Sumit Kulshrestha, have shown an immense, you can say, insights and valuable knowledge towards the content that is fintech and how remarkably it is giving its insights into the banking and insurance industry, not only in banking and insurance industry, but rather all other sectors and industries are having its benefits by the usage of fintech. Rather, I could say in the end that there are multiple stakeholders who are being benefited by the usage of fintech technology into their lives. So thank you once again, both of these speakers, for your valuable time and insights.
Thank you, ma'am.
We are looking forward to have more and more opportunities to have your words onto other content too. Sure. Thank you so much for your time and insight.
Yeah, thank you.
Once again. Thanks.